Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of. You know how I said, oh, let's return to the fun trash as of recently, and then I said, oh yeah, maybe we'll do something. Maybe we'll go back to Lee Trescott or someone like that. It's like, yeah, could have done that. But then I remembered MidoriStories and how I have once again not properly, given this channel that much attention, despite the fact that it is, in my opinion, one of the best gacha channels that there is. Not that this video will likely demonstrate that thing, because we're starting from the beginning, but like I say, we all start somewhere, and so, with Life as a Maid behind us again, let's go back to what we did 2 months ago and talk about one of my favorites again. And oh my goodness, I just realized something. Did I forget to... I forgot to download the video. Yeah, I forgot to download the video. Ghosty, you come in and tend the audience quickly. I gotta do a thing.
Like, speaking of Ghosty entertaining the audience quickly, you guys want to hear something fun I've been doing?
Please, that will be perfect in this situation.
Basically, a friend of mine opened a temporary SCP to test some things, and it's called the Blighted SMP. There is a range of conditions you can get based around Minecraft mechanics.
Oh, I see. So one person could be like poisoned or withered, or they have jump boost or something. Is that what you mean?
Yes. Unfortunately,
Nice.
Ulrich has become a zombie for the Skulk, and he's pseudo-contagious, meaning the moderation team can, just hit me up on Discord and say, hey, we need you to, murk someone. We need you
That's
to
a
murk
sentence.
someone for us. We need you to spread the contagion.
I see. So just out of nowhere, suddenly Ulrich appears from behind.
Yeah, Ulrich appears from behind, except, he's not inherently violent because Ulrich is still, a good kid. Like, oh, Jacob's camera just went weird.
Yep, never happened before. That was, am I sitting on the cable? No, it's fine. Anyway, carry on.
But
My
yeah,
camera's blighted too.
Your camera's blighted too. But anyway, they hit me up on Discord and said, hey, we have some stuff to give you. So I have like a stack of Skulk Catalysts. And they're like, hey, when we hit you up to do a thing, go ahead and spread the contagion. Just set those down and start killing.
It does remind me of when, because after last stream, Aiden decided that he wanted to bring back one of the things that was on the AFMAL wiki. Not that he was involved in that, but I told him about my old days of role playing on the AFMAL wiki, and he wanted to adapt something that was on there and bring that to vision. It just reminded me of the situations, the restrictions involved in doing something on the AFMAL wiki, and it reminded me that I tried to give the main role of this thing to somebody else, and they didn't show up for a while, so I kind of just had to cover, like, okay, let's continue to set the scene a bit. Actually, you know what? They're not here yet. Let's meet the villains. Let's do, so, how's everyone's day? Oh, you're here. Okay, good. Give us some characterization. But yeah.
Yeah, Jacob, I'm sorry, your boy has been doing some violence.
I can imagine. I mean, it's not like I've never played an infected person before. Maya 2.0 can attest to that.
I know, but...
be playing like nice cats having to turn violent due to, being infected with whatever thing was going on.
What's weird is that Ulrich being violent feels so antithetical to his character.
I mean, I can imagine.
It is the exact opposite of what I've written of it.
Yeah. Again, sometimes with anything to do with role plays, you can be thrown for a loop and you have to yes and it, or you have to, or someone could be like, "Hey, I'm trying to do a thing. Help me out, please," and they just like completely miss the mark entirely.
But what's hilarious is that the moderation I was like mining with someone. But in order to cure the blight, because there are cures for the various illnesses you can get,
Yeah.
uh, is a potion of harming and a golden apple, which is two things we don't have because we haven't gotten to the nether yet.
Interesting. Normally, it's a splash version of weakness in a golden apple that cures zombification, but fair enough. I guess because it's bulk, it's different.
Yeah, it's skulk, so it's a little different.
Okay.
It was funny. I was
Part of Mob Slayer, actually.
Yeah, it's like I was mining with someone earlier today, and then I was contacted by the moderation team, and it was like, yeah, you can do a violence now. That person standing right next to you seems like a good start.
That sounds like the kind of thing that like Ryan George says in some of his sketches. Like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do a murder on you. Oh no, please, I don't want to do a murder on me. That sounds terrible. Yeah, it probably will be for you, but you see, I'll feel a lot better about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a murder on you. Please don't do that.
Don't do that. So
I like how my Ryan George impression has gotten better after I made a parody video in his style, which is, I'm fine with that, whatever.
So it's just me as Ulrich. I stopped mining, turned to the person next to me, and just started staring him down. And it was like, hey, you want to see something cool?
That sounds like... I'm pretty sure I heard, like, Imperfect Cell say things similar on DBZA. You want to see me drink this guy? Anyway, let's, speaking of things that are green, I've got the video now.
Green? Wait, I thought the
Exactly.
skull was blue.
No, the Imperfect Cell is green.
Yeah, Imperfect Cell is green.
Yeah.
But yeah, how to inspire fear in...
Oh, okay, she's muted. All right,
Like, okay, now I'm back. I was gonna say, how to inspire fear in the person you're mining with.
Definitely. Do you want to see a magic trick?
Do you want to
No! That's an Asdef movie joke.
Yeah,
I don't know which one. Anyways, Green Knight, it's here now. Let's watch. Let's continue. Well, the comment said Tsundere Alert, so prepare for some of that.
Breakfast
I love the music immediately just implies a certain tone. Because like the first episode opens up with like your time is up, Green Knight. Prepare to be vanquished. Like the Green Knight's like all defeated and such, and then it like flashes back. And now the second episode opens up like dun 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 dun. You're
going to die, Green Knight, but after I go catch the ice cream truck.
5 months earlier. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Oh my goodness! All we need now is that meme. The robot chicken meme was like, "Yeah, you're probably wondering how I got here in this situation." Anyways, I've got to say hi to chat as well. Hi Fox and Josh and KW who forgot this series existed. Unfortunately,
Hello, everyone.
Anyway, I shouldn't have left the house on an empty stomach. Stupid. I love like all of these captions. Like every single caption is always like that massive. But like even like the bell ring for the first episode was like ring in like the middle. Even though MidoriStories could do sound effects at this point, so it didn't make sense there, but yeah. I'm pretty sure this is Sunshine gonna come back in because this was her house. Why would you start walking to school without me? Which, yeah, last episode started off with Sunshine had to come get him because he was late. So yeah, now she's feeling replaced, I guess.
Now she's feeling left out.
Yeah. I was kind of in a rush. Sorry. I understand.
You don't want to be late, but...
What What are you talking about? I'm just being precautious this
I
time. There's nothing wrong
don't
with me
know
now.
my way to.
Stomach grumbles.
I
What?
don't know my way to school.
Is that why she always went to school with him? Because she never bothered to learn the directions? Like, bear in mind, they've been going to school, like, a lot. Unless they just started... Oh, I see, their first year, they started at a new school, but... Like, oh, okay, maybe it makes a little bit more sense.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, I'm guessing they just started at a new place. They just don't... Yeah, anyway. So you must
So
guide
you
me
must
every
guide
day.
me every
And you
day.
ruined it. I tried to give the benefit of the doubt, and you immediately ruined it by saying she's not going to take the initiative that I said she might not have had time to take already. Okay, cool. Why not?
Wait, even then, isn't he the one who's always late? So why would
Yeah, I mean, if it what if
she
it
be the
doesn't show up
one
one day? Yeah,
with?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, then let's go, you. Tommy, my foot's been pulled off the ground. I can't land. You're pulling me too quickly. Come on, you don't want to be late. We're like 30 minutes ahead of time. Ah, it's fine. Don't worry about me. Stomach grumbles. Did you eat breakfast? No time. Gotta get to school.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind. He stops for a snack. All right, then. He's gonna actually... Was that why he wanted to be early? He just wanted to grab a snack with his bestie? Oh, I guess.
Ow. Snack. Wait, I thought this was breakfast break.
Yeah. Also,
That-
why didn't he like go up the road that was behind them? Why did he like crash into a pole? Why go in that direction? Oh wait, I forgot. In Gacha Studio, I think you could only go on like from left to right. There's like a one singular plane. I think Emily told me something about that.
Like even then, in Gacha itself, you're still limited to a singular plane.
Well, okay, yes, but what I mean is that you can just go up and down in that plane. You're on a 2D plane, but with Gacha Studio directions, I think it was 1D. Anyways, now let's eat. Did we buy anything? I'm gonna guess we did.
Yes, we did. Some off the screen.
Yeah. Why be eating so early? I kind of skipped breakfast to this morning to be early, and now I'm stopping and neutralizing the time that I've saved by stopping to eat something, which I should have done in the first place.
You know, you can eat and walk at the same time. You're not limited to one human motion.
Exactly. You really are stupid.
Stupid.
You know, for once I have to agree with you.
I kind of have leftovers. Well, I kind of have leftovers from my breakfast. You have those on you?
Isn't I don't, yeah. Also, isn't leftovers one word? I kind of have leftovers from my breakfast. They're legally distinct from right overs, different brand.
If you want, I can give you some.
Please. I made it, but I didn't really try.
That's a pillow.
Yeah, I think MidoriStories is trying to do like the classic like bento box trope from anime, but with breakfast instead of lunch for some reason.
That lunch would make a little more sense because they do go to school together.
Yes, and also, yeah, I guess that would have implied a lot more effort was put in rather than just simply leftovers, because she's trying to be a tsundere and make sure that, you know, he doesn't get any ideas, despite the fact that she's, you know, she's being nice to him. I don't care as long as it's food.
Good luck sticking that pillow in your mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that Gacha Studio didn't have the bento box prop yet.
Wait, that's an actual prop.
Oh yeah.
Well,
it's very cold because it's toast, and you made it a while ago. But other than that, it's fine. It's delicious. I love cold toast. Yeah. Glad you like it. Your food's the bomb. No apostrophe.
Your foods.
Uh-huh.
I went into your house and took your foods. The bomb?
I've heard that before. Where did I hear that last? Oh, right, the 90s.
I am a very literal character all of a sudden.
Hmm. I'm so hungry. Oh, right. Back into
Oh,
flashback territory. Oh,
yes.
and now it's actually lunch. Okay. Please. Here. Cold toast in a pillowcase. Oh, wait, no, it's actually... Was that
Cookies this
cookies? Yeah.
time.
Okay, fine. All right, then. Cookies for lunch. Wow. Your food's the bomb. Bomb diggity dog. You don't have to, you don't have to over exaggerate. Again, one word, over exaggerate.
You know, as someone who likes, as someone who says rad late and hella unironically, I kind of,
I've never heard you say any of those things unironically.
you've never, but I do in other VCs and in real life often.
I see. Okay then. Oh my god.
I appreciate the language here. It's out of date, just like my soul.
Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking of like a bridged Kirito. I don't know. Is it a bad enough sword? Is it bad enough to rescue the president? Downright tubular. Anyway, it's not the best. Oh, I missed that line. You're so stupid. Wrong. You're.
Your counter one.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean? I messed up and accidentally put salt and hot sauce. Oh, this is meant to be a prank. Oh my goodness, he's inherited Shane Top's grave mouth from Eat or Eat It.
Oh
You
no,
didn't notice.
he's eaten Sunshine's cooking so often that he thinks the bare minimum is the
Wow, these actually have flavor for once. My mouth is ash, but I felt something this time. In the omelet. What omelet? That was a cookie. I'm sorry, did you...
Fine, you got me. What?
Are they meant to imply that it was meant to be an omelet and they just shoved omelets into their mouths?
What the hell? So bad, but I didn't want to make you sad?
I mean, wow, you covered that up fairly quickly.
Look at her face. She looks so upset.
Mm-hmm. But the inside was warm and sweet.
What wasn't it the inside of the omelet that had the salt and hot sauce?
Yeah, it was more meant to be
Even
warm and
then,
salty. It was more warm and salty than sweet.
like, but still, don't you put salt in eggs, or is that just a me thing?
Yeah, I put salt. I put salt on top of eggs, but yes, same idea basically. Yeah, it probably would have been the hot sauce, but also what were you trying to put there? I guess ketchup maybe instead of hot sauce, and she just got mixed up maybe. But also
Maybe.
like the implication was that she put that salt on instead of something else resembling salt, which I have to assume is meant to be sugar.
Or pepper.
Which, I mean, I combine weird foods a lot. Like, you know, I sometimes experiment with the human palate. But sugar and eggs, that
Yeah,
might be too ambitious even for me. And that's saying something.
like speaking of someone who decided to put shrimp into sriracha to see how it tastes. Pretty good. I question this conversation because it barely makes any sense.
Hmm. Why are you so kind? I'm a terrible person and never say anything nice to you. Why are you so kind to me? Asking the real questions here.
You should eat too.
What? Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, come on, you gave it to me. Why not have some yourself? Go on, unless the food has been tampered with in some way. But I know that you as my friend would not do that twice to me. Go on, eat it. Or yeet it.
Eat it. That sounds like a game show.
It is a game show on Smosh Pit.
I gotta watch that now. I'm gonna go find that later.
Yeah, that's where the Shane Top Gravemouth joke came from, because a lot of the time on there, a lot of the foods that contain malic acid, like a lot of it, but it's a running gag that for some reason it's always Shane who tries them, and every time because he has built up an insane tolerance to sour foods. He just doesn't notice. And so it makes the producer freak out all the time because the producer makes all the food and he's like, "What? No, this is meant to make to get a reaction." But anyway, I'll show that to you later.
To get a reaction. Meanwhile, me in the corner just eating shrimp covered in sriracha.
Yeah. No thanks, I already had breakfast. Oh, well, just as well. Your toast was delicious. Now, on an unrelated note, kindly point me to the nearest lavatory. Anyway, what friend would I be if I didn't pay you back? I guess you're right. What? You gotta grab it first. Tommy! I can't reach it. Like, just move forward slightly. Shorty. Stupid.
Check your ass.
Can I just say that this is I feel like I want to like drop a couple of verses over this beat. Anyway. What's so funny?
And why did you scoot back?
You always find a way to get what you want, even if it involves me eating your leftovers.
Or physically harassing me.
Green Knight. It's the Green Knight. Green Knight. Anyway, well, here you go. Oh, look at that. It's also cold toast. I guess great minds think alike.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah. Sunshine. What's wrong? We're gonna be late if we don't head out. I mean, you've only been here for like 2 minutes, right? You're still 28 early.
You know, unless it's like a 30-minute walk to school and then stopping for breakfast at a place that was not their school was completely superfluous.
I guess. Oh, good of you. Where's the bathroom in this school? I just remembered there was hot sauce in Sunshine's toast. I need to vacate. Anyway.
Why'd you use so much sriracha in your eggs this time?
And why do they look like toast? Anyway, do you know where the bathroom is? Person who just materialized in front of me.
I was gonna ask the same question.
Well, I mean, you did just enter our plane of reality, so I suppose I can show you around.
I'm also an axolotl girl.
Mm-hmm. Now that's a mutant I haven't actually thought of yet. Well, maybe we can look together.
Sure.
What's your name, by the way? Aruna Amagirl. That sounds like one of those pun names from Little Miss Gamer.
Aruna Amagirl.
Yeah, remember, like, you know, like Lord Amahot or something like that. It's like those ones.
Oh boy.
Like, I'm a girl. Well, I'm Toby Midori. Nice to meet you. Oh, it's okay to ask to join the live stream? Yeah, I thought you could do that like earlier, but I just didn't see the message. So I saw you in the chat previously. We're also like almost done. These are very short videos. I might just like add a second one to this, honestly.
Like probably adding a second one would be a good idea. Get some mileage out of KW being here.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll edit the description after this and title.
Yeah, you better get to like downloading that other one.
Well, I can't do that while a non-voice edited video is playing because otherwise I'll miss stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, thanks. No problem. Now let's go. Let's slam our bodies into the walls and hopefully we'll enter a bathroom somewhere.
Actually, no. She entered a door. He phased through the window.
Yeah, he. Well, this is me. It was nice to meet you. It's like one of those like romantic times where it's like, you know, well, it was nice to meet you. I had a very nice time. I hope we can do this again at some point. Yeah, take care.
like that one time on the Blighted SMP when Ulrich, after he became like a skull creature, just kind of phased into the ground.
As skull creatures do. All right. Speaking of creatures that phase out of nowhere, hello, KW.
Hello. I didn't ask
KW
because I was
KW is indeed
working
a
on
creature.
the Zelda movie. And
Oh,
so
I
I
that's
thought
why I
you were
didn't ask. Because I'm
discussing
like, I
FNAF.
thought I was gonna be insane.
Yeah,
well, I was
you're
also
busy.
discussing FNAF too.
Oh,
I was
okay.
doing
That is a
both
level
at like the same time.
Sorry, KW, that's a level of multitasking that I'm incapable of.
You are capable of eating while walking, though, which makes you better than these characters.
Oh god, what did I miss, by the way?
Some cute Tsundere
Sunshine makes
interactions.
poison food for her friend every day. Apparently, she's a very Apparently, Sunshine is a terrible cook.
What? Oh,
Yeah, but obviously, but Tomi, the main character, is too polite to say, but also because of Sunshine's tsundere complex, she can't acknowledge the fact that wow, why is he being so kind to me? I suck. I'm a horrible human being.
It couldn't be because we're friends, could it?
Yeah, and have been for literal years.
We're both main characters of disparate gender. Thus, just by the laws of the land, we must be a true couple.
Yes, or not allowed to be friends, because again, that's how that works.
Yeah, I literally forgot the series exists. All honesty.
Oh no,
No, I
I'm waiting
can-
for us to loop around to this because the original Green Knight was such a fun romp of a live stream.
Yeah, this is the true definition of fun trash. Looking spicy. You sure are. Who are you? How rude! You didn't even say thank you.
I am your edgy smash palette swap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does seem like an almost palette swap. That tail. Oh wow, yeah, just gonna come right out and say it. You're a DL soldier. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing this is world building we didn't get earlier.
This is either
I guess so.
This is either world building we didn't get, or an antagonist we haven't been introduced to that the main characters know of, but they couldn't be bothered to mention it to the audience.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna guess that DL stands for Dark Lord. But I don't know. Is this kind of like in Yu-Gi-Oh where they replace the word graveyard with GY or something?
No.
I just remember a little Karibo joke where he's just like, well, should I replace all of the words with stuff? I-S my M's and place them there's an F down in A mode or something like that.
Also,
I can't remember what exact quotes.
Josh in chat is like, by the way, KW and Ghosty, it happened again.
Oh, yeah, he's probably talking about the fact that Luname is sick and therefore didn't release the new Gacha Life 2 update, but I forgot was even happened. I just forgot there was even the thing that was supposed to exist.
What? He's delayed? Oh my, Lumi, I'm sorry, you suck.
It says Josh said it because he was sick, so I don't know, but that's all the information I have.
Okay, everyone, let's slow our roll. I don't care if Luname isn't feeling well. Luname isn't feeling well. I know. I don't want to do. I don't want to do anything when I'm sick.
I guess so.
And I just forgot there was an update scheduled, but I no longer care because I'm no longer urgently waiting for features to use in people above.
Hey, Josh, I'm just gonna say this. Do you feel like working when you're sick? Okay.
Me?
While he answers that, we'll carry on. Well, you catch on quickly, but I am a. Was that Dragaloon?
Yes, I am a Dragaloon to be exact.
What?
All right.
I was also going to say something about DL.
Yeah.
Because DL is also short for down low.
Well,
You
yeah.
know,
I mean,
we're
it could
gonna
like
be
a secret
evil, or we're just gonna keep it on the DL.
Of course, yeah. It's like General John McNamara of the United States Military, Special Unit PEIP. We call it P. I've never
Also,
heard of you.
Oh,
Well, you wouldn't have heard of us. Not a
Josh says
That's a joke,
no.
son.
He does not
Yeah,
to
I
do
put that on the
anything
screen
while
already.
he's sick.
Yeah.
Good.
But I am just gonna say, it's okay if you're sick, Lumi. Just please get the update out already. And once you're feeling better, I don't want any more delays.
Hmm.
And that's kind of like KW. You are the consumer of the project. You're not the project manager, so.
I'm just saying. If he makes one more like excuse where it's not where he's actually sick or anything, he's just blatantly
I'm
lying.
tasting delicious hypocrisy.
I have people told me, "Oh wait, no, yeah, I'm sick. I can't do anything today," and it just blatantly lies to me.
Like,
I
I don't
see.
know. I had COVID back in October. I worked on Monster Compendium, came back to what I worked on, and it was complete garbage by an editor's perspective.
Yeah, you offered to make like a logo while you had COVID. I'm never letting that go. There's no way I was gonna accept that.
Yeah, that's when you politely pat me on the head and then shove me into bed. Like, no.
Exactly.
By the way,
Alright.
I'm still working on a logo for the people above. I'm still not quite sure what I want to do with it yet. You're going to have to give me more information on the people above so I can make a, actually good logo for that.
Yeah, that's true. I could probably show you the script as well, because like the next episode was maybe part 2 of the Party Crashers thing and like set up the rest of it. So yeah, it'll like see it'll feel more like the complete setup. Not just-
Delicious.
Okay.
We do love a complete setup here.
Yeah. Anyway.
But anyway, let's get to Dragaloon.
Yeah. What's the
What's
matter?
the matter?
You
You scared?
Boo! Ah! How?
So pathetic. Might as well
Wow.
finish you here.
I mean, I appreciate the smoke transition. I appreciate like having a transition effect, especially this early on in the Gacha community. But also, like, I'm gonna assume that Midori didn't know how to do keyframing yet, because otherwise I would have just said like move it, like shrink it down to where the actual transition comes from, or make it seem like it's coming from the other side of the screen.
Well,
But anyway,
I'm also going to say, oh look, it's vampire Sasuke Uchiha.
Oh my! I was like, why does he look like Sasuke? Like, what's going on here?
Well, look who came to ruin the fun. If it isn't Sasuke Uchiha.
I work alone. I'm not here to help you nor him. So why are you here then?
I came to use. Did you come to use the bathroom too? Did you come to check out your fangs in the mirror?
I imagine if he actually just does say that's like, yeah, this doesn't concern me, I'm off, and then like you just hear like in the background, they keep fighting, and eventually a toilet flush is heard. He comes back out, like they pause, like they hold their fighting pose, like washes his hands and then leaves.
Yes, I want that scene so badly. Come on.
Whatever, I was on my way anyway. I kicked his butt and now I'm
I
going
c- yeah.
to leave.
I can't destroy someone in public. I'm a very shy murderer.
Bye bye.
I can't murder in front of people. I need my privacy.
I just
Wow.
What a character trait, a shy murderer. That's perfect. Wait, actually, that kind of reminds me of like that one character from, I think it was Sunset Paradise, who the cat burglar whose name I've forgotten. Aiden will probably be able to tell me. And who, like, whenever like her mask was off, she gets like intense social anxiety and like hides away from everyone. But then when she's like got the mask on, a completely different person. There's a definite metaphor in there that has probably been dissected in a certain dream song. But yeah, that was a thing.
Some green knight.
Yeah. Oh,
DW, do you want to be the voice of edgy Sasuke Uchiha?
where did he go? Why did he leave? What did he come here to do? It's like, I'm not here to help you or him. I'm here to stand here for a few seconds, avoid a murder happening because the guy has anxiety or something, and then just disappear. Why? What did you provide in that situation? At least like the guy from Demon Slayer did something in that scene where he showed up. Anyway, who was that guy? Yeah, good question. Who was that guy? Next time on the Green Knight.
Oh my, what?
Yeah.
What? He looks like, oh no. He looks like an anime character, but I forgot who I was gonna say. Oh.
Yeah, I forgot what his name was. Like I want to say Mr. Uchiha. That's just because like I heard Ghosty say Uchiha recently. That's not his actual name, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I watch a lot of anime, and this guy's face isn't ringing any bells for me.
Yeah, the Highness herself, Tiara. Okay, so ignoring the fact that that's like I don't know, like a gentleman called like Sir Hat or something. But like the Highness, not Her Highness, or anything along those lines. Like an actual title. She's just called. She doesn't have a title, but she goes by the Highness apparently.
Yes, a princess. I would so love to meet the queen. What's her name? Crown. It is the Highness herself, Queen Crown.
Yeah, she's yeah. The next in line descended from King Robe the Third.
King Robe.
Hello, fellow students. Oh, I'll let you voice that one last time. Hello! They're all dead.
A lot of anime boys are gonna die from blood.
But hey, you know what? Kudos to MidoriStories here. Actual use of extras.
Actual use of extras, but I'd also like to say that
Oh,
she's not even.
God.
Oh, she's an antagonist.
What was that outfit?
We'll get to that because since you arrived, we're gonna do another episode.
Oh, I feel special.
Feel special, KW.
Yeah, we said we are gonna get some mileage out of you, so yeah. That's,
we're going to keep those on your soul.
No.
I don't have enough space as a wall here.
Wow.
Anyway.
I'm photosynthesizing.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, I still have that meme going where anime boys just... It's been a meme since Adam Code Purple and that one video from Start, whom we haven't seen in a while. Anime boy, like, their characters just kind of... Instead of standing in a place doing nothing, they have their characters T-posing. And it's always dudes, so I just make the joke that whenever the character is doing that, oh look, it's another anime boy photosynthesizing.
Yeah. Okay then. Spread your arms in a clear horizon. Time to do some photosynthesizing.
That song was so good, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the Stupendium. What do you expect? But yes, absolutely. And that's about it.
First off, we need to watch for that DL soldier.
As long as we stay in a group of more than one, we should be fine.
He can mean trouble.
He won't cause any
like, wouldn't the proper grammar there, he could mean trouble?
Yeah, or he can cause trouble, one of the two.
But the other guy you mentioned seems strange, but he might have a darkness element. What?
Just to remind people, in this universe, people can be born with the ability to control one of like these several different elements, and darkness is the only one that was listed in there that can only be used for evil. Apparently, some they can use for good or evil. Some of them are just good, like nature and light, and darkness is only evil. So, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
So let's hope we don't run into him either.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait,
God!
is that
Denki?
Len from? Is that Len from Vocaloid?
I mean, it looks more like Denki Kaminari, but I don't know.
Yes, I was saying that. Denki, with like the headphones and everything. Like, come on.
I mean, it's also distracting that Reggie over here, like on the left, looks like Kirishima as well. But whatever. Well, I'll chalk that up to limited gacha. I think the idea is the people who like have like different elements, they will take characters that like resemble their elements, sort of similar to how the spirits in FAFSA are supposed to work, except the ones that like adopt like the middle of the equatorial fashion, I'm going to call it, because I'm going to imagine that the scholars are the equator of that world.
Wait, then what element would Mr. Green? Oh, he's obviously nature.
You would think you would think so, but in the first episode, he actually like blew someone up with fire, so I think he might be the exception to the rule.
Huh.
I don't know.
And that means this Chad, is a light element.
Yeah, or he's the avatar. Anyway, hey, I couldn't help but notice what you guys were talking about. Oh, I forgot. I'm Jet Sega, by the way. Sega. Hey, Jet. I'm Tomi Midori. And this is my best friend, Reggie Kasai. You're making him, like, raspier by the second.
He's got some most smoke his lung.
It is a pleasure to meet you all. Well then, as we're done with introductions, tell me more about the Darkness and DL Soldier.
Yep, definitely Denki.
Oh, I guess that's... We're not going to transition, we're not going to do a fade, we're just going to talk about what happened. Okay, sure. That's one thing I never did in, like, old role plays. I never was like, this person talked about what happened. Like, nah. Anyway, that's what narration's for. Anyways, not in this context, but in roleplay context. In Gacha, it's for transitions are. Whatever.
Right.
Well, that Darkness guy I don't know about. But the DL soldier you ran into describes Dawn. He's the only DL that acts like that. No one else has that bad social anxiety, so there's no doubt. Just watch out, he can be a little lenient. Especially when there's one single other entity in the room, but, that guy sure can pack a punch. What do I do? Does this world have police? I mean, the teachers also, like, supposed like, be gifted magical users, I don't know.
Yeah, like, even in My Hero Academia, the teachers sometimes stepped up to protect the students. Like,
Yeah, because they're, like, classified heroes.
Yeah, they're trained heroes. I can't beat him. I'm ready for an actual fight yet.
Well, a typical protagonist feeling down, feeling like they can defeat the antagonist. Well,
like,
but there must be some mistake. I'm just Harry.
I was about to say, he usually protagonists in these types of stories don't usually have an Act 1 darkest hour. What? We've barely learned. We know he's the Green Knight, but he hasn't done any training up till this point to be the Green Knight. He just is the Green Knight.
Yeah, he declared himself the Green Knight. I feel like that was supposed to be like it seemed like for that he was supposed to there was supposed to be like this fairy tale or something that he like adults like I'm the Green Knight and therefore I'll save you, like similar to like like a kid yelling I'm Superman or I don't know I'm Wonder Woman, etc., etc. That kind of thing. But apparently maybe he actually is just the next Green Knight, and the previous Green Knight was like a legend or something that hasn't been properly explained. Like it was a legend based in fact.
Go green midnight.
Like you
There's
want to
nowhere
know
near enough syllables to make that one work.
you want to know
I
what
know.
you want to know what I would have just straight up done instead of we know that at the beginning of this episode we could have had like the teacher actually at the beginning of any episode actually we could have had like the teacher character teaching us about the legend of the Green Knight and what makes the Green Knight so much more special than the yellow or red knight.
Yeah, we learned about like the elemental side of things, which was good to have, but then immediately after that one sentence explanation, the bell rang, so the class was done. Again, always the same problems with Gacha.
Ah.
Which makes you one of the strongest elements out there. What?
What?
I'm guessing like elements also means like elemental user in this context, because like not everyone has an element, so I guess maybe people will say like, oh, you are an element user, but they call them elements for short, like it's like the colloquial term in the world, maybe.
Like maybe that or this is a grammatical
Error?
error.
It's yeah, potentially. Or I mean, also I guess that the sentence could have been, which means you have one of the strongest elements. But then again, the element of knighthood was never explained.
Neither
This was
was
like
the
that one.
legend of the Green Knight. He just dubbed himself the Green Knight and then started to have an Act 1 breakdown as
Yeah.
he encountered one powerful foe.
Yeah, not to mention
A
we saw him use.
singular powerful foe.
Yeah, we saw him use like fire against like a man with a gun in the first episode, and but then I guess also that could have been like an explosion. Maybe if he has like the light power, which was meant to be the most powerful thing, as like the teacher said in the first episode. Maybe
But
that's
technically,
maybe light makes explosions and fire doesn't.
didn't
But
he
even though
like die or something when trying to save that girl or whatever when they were kids?
oh
And come
no,
back
he
to life?
he heals very quickly, so he like survived his own explosion. The bully was nowhere to be seen. The bully got vaporized.
Right, no, I was talking about because I know for a fact he like died or something. She was like, you can't do that because what if it hit your head or whatever? You would have died immediately or so. I don't know.
Like, I think it's sort of the Green Knight is
I'm
sort
gonna
of
assume that
he might be a glass cannon kind of situation.
that works on like Wolverine logic, where he can get shot in the head, but he just gets amnesia because his brain ends up having to reconstruct itself from scratch. Oh, it's true, bro. Remember when you were young? Yeah, no one found a trace of that guy. He was declared missing for years. And you always to protect me from them punks. Yeah. As a kid, that's crazy. You know what? You guys are right. There's nothing he can do that I can't.
But like what he was pulled out of his Act 1 breakdown through words of affirmation.
Anything you can do, I can do better. It's like the version where they're like in the middle of a duel.
Like,
This reminds me of Pokemon so much.
Any punch you can make, I can punch harder. I can punch anything harder than you.
Like,
One wall,
isn't
no, you
that
can't.
like Dragon Ball Z logic?
Oh my goodness,
God.
Goku and Vegeta singing that song. That's a great idea. Oh, I've got to have that on the Butter Bunch at some point.
You gotta do it.
All right. That's the spirit, and I look forward to being some assistance. I can't be your friend, right? I just kind of showed up in your conversation.
Like maybe they were friends before, and it's only just now that they're having a conversation on screen.
I guess maybe either that or this is imagine if this was Sunshine's alter ego. There's like this how I can be nice to him, but also not seem like I actually care because it isn't me as like the ultimate tsundere.
Actually, now that you mention it, this guy and Sunshine do have a very similar color palette.
That
Oh
would be
my
the
god.
greatest twist in all of Gacha if it turned out this was Sunshine the whole time. I mean, we don't know people have the power of transformation in this world.
Same here.
Oh, that was time to the music. Anyway,
Wow.
let's take out this Don guy.
I thought you was gonna do like the Club Penguin dance for a second.
Oh.
Yeah!
Alright, let's take a seat. Today we choose our partners for the Elements Project. The one thing you learn in this entire universe. Ignore the equations on the board behind me.
Aha.
Also, we have a new student. The Highness herself, Tiara. Yep, there she is.
Yes, Princess.
Oh my.
Oh, she is a pretty pink disaster.
Yep, they all were this time. Yeah.
Why does she look like? Oh, go on, go see.
Like, at least when I made my pretty pink disaster, I made her blonde to even out the just absurd amount of pink.
Yeah, and I did not make my pretty pink disaster. That was somebody else, and I just used the character.
She reminds me of like a character from Sailor Moon combined with Monica Magica.
Yeah, she does kind of look like Monica, doesn't she?
Yeah, just without like the pigtails or whatever.
Hello.
Of course.
Like,
Also, I think
guess...
there's like nosebleeds are painted on. There's like okay, so there's some image manipulation going on here. I guess this was like probably exported into MS Paint or something. Which, by the way, there should be like more like paint features on video editing software. Just that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. But unfortunately, in order for that to happen, there also need to be like animation features.
I suppose. Yeah, it would probably like last for like or just be like insert like transparent background or something, just like paint over the frame, and then you can like extend it.
Actually, that would be pretty cool.
Your Highness, feel free to sit any. Oh, actually, you know what? You could actually technically do that. Now I think about it, you could technically do that, but trick it slightly. So like take out like one frame, put it inside like Fire Alpaca, export only the layer with the edits on there, put that transparent background into the video software and extend it. I mean, that's only if you make videos like this and you wanted something. You want to have like something static for just Gacha here, but yeah, it falls apart if you do anything like what we do, where the characters actually move a lot. Anyway, yeah, first time Gacha tubers, consider that. Anyway, Your Highness.
As opposed to me, who's like, yes, I will take my characters into Fire Alpaca and I will remove their eyeballs. So I can
God.
make animated ones.
We've all seen the eyeball thing. Anyway, Your Highness, feel free to sit anywhere you want.
Also, the amount of extra implies that this room is full of boys, except for Princess Tiara now.
Maybe.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, just end up not being an even class.
I'll sit here.
In one of the only 2 chairs that exist.
Wow.
Oh no, there's chairs in the background.
What? Yeah, but why did they like get rid? I mean, I know that they're standing up right now, but why were they required to stand up for this scene to work? Just have them sit down, and not pretend to that, because now it just implies that they got up and like threw their chairs at her and like their love crazed delusion. It's like, oh my goodness, I need to find a seat for me to sit in. Oh, here, have mine. Like all through them at once.
Ghost Kitty, welcome. Ghost Kitty is like, hello, I spy Gacha Studio. And
yes,
you'll be very correct. Also, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Princess Tiara is an antagonist.
Ooh.
she's sitting next to me, the only other person with a chair. Who would have thought?
Why do you look so shocked about that?
Hey!
Did you just turn your entire chair?
Well, yes, because the thing is in Gacha Studio, the chairs were fused to people's bodies. That's why, like, out of universe, the reason that they don't have chairs anymore is because they stood up, so the chair disappeared from behind them. That's why I said they should have been kept sat down, so that didn't happen. But anyways. Hey! Hello! Oh, okay, I guess all of the boys got, like, phased out of reality in order to make this work. This is again why I guess this is also a problem with backgrounds, but it's not even like inverted or like a little bit to the left or like nothing. It looks exactly the same. It always like messes with me that they just that this was the solution.
Why is a girl in the middle look like Ruby Rose, but as an adult?
I mean, I guess if you're going with Ruby Rose, then I guess like the one next to hers is Waishni, but yeah. Maybe.
Jealous much?
Never! But besides, I already like someone else. I like the Green Knight, no relation. The great times of no props beside certain poses, limited spaces, outfits, and placement plot. Yeah, they already ate cold toast out of a pillowcase twice, so yeah. And also cookies and now omelets.
Like cold.
Ooh.
Which again, like people, like other people are gonna watch. It's like, yeah, it was Gacha Studio, all this stuff like you mentioned. Like, yes, but like right around that, like, don't say that you're having omelets if you can't show an omelet. You know, it's to make the line. Oh, here's a cookie or something. I accidentally put salt in the cookie instead of sugar. That actually would make more sense than having it be an omelet. I mean, I don't know why there would be hot sauce in there. That was just ridiculous. But either way, but yeah, I don't know. Makes a bit more sense.
Makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, it's like the complete opposite approach to what I do, where it's like, oh well, I wrote this into the script, and I guess I've got to think of a way to do this. How do I put an omelet in? Okay, I'll find it somewhere else. But yeah, if you're working with limitations, like right around that, honestly, Aiden is pretty good at that. Like Heartpoint Family Farm back in the day only had 2 characters per scene because he only had like 2 actors he could actually have at any given time.
Also, Ghost Kitty is like, these girls would make excellent pops. They're all wearing one color.
Oh, you know what? I can see that. All honesty.
Even then, there's some variation between them. I mean, whether it be like different shading in the case of Sunshine, like black to accentuate the red in the case of knockoff Ruby, or white stockings for not Weiss. Like something else we can stand out.
Actually, no, not Weiss is wearing light blue stockings. It's the bow on her shirt dress thing that's white.
Oh yeah.
All the better.
Also, she has yellow eyes. Why does she have
yellow
like
eyes? Ringlets for yeah. Well, I mean, your eye color does not necessarily always match your favorite color. I mean, look at Sunshine here. Her eyes are blue, and she's wearing all yellow.
Yeah, I know, but
this is where Aiden would come in and say something like, "Oh yes, but as far as from a design perspective, they should match because we don't have to deal with realism." It's like, I like that sometimes things don't like match up. Your fashion sense doesn't necessarily align with your appearance. You know, that can happen.
I'm just questioning why yellow eyes when there are plenty of other colors that contrast blue that could look 10 times better.
Yeah.
I wonder if they had limit colors or something like that.
Yeah, they probably did. Yeah, they did.
Oh, Jacob, did your mic decided to
Ghost Kitty, I'm going to bring up this comment while Jacob is walking away. Also, I just noticed completely blue girl has some gold eyes. While completely yellow girl has blue eyes.
Like opposites.
Literally.
I wonder if they did that on purpose. I mean, probably not, but still. You gotta wonder.
This is a good touch. Like, I have this thing in Monster Compendium where characters with similar color palettes often share a relation. So it could be that they are contrasting, like, characters.
Right.
That could be the case. Or she's, just a random extra in one of the now 4 girls in this all-boy classroom.
Yeah. But like honestly, I could see these being a better versions of Pops in any series.
Oh, dude. Well, he's a light elemental holder and is royal. Oh, you mean the
Sounds
other
like
highness?
you.
Wait, she's royal? When was that? That was never established. She's royal? Okay. And she lives in like an apartment complex. Interesting. Fine. Let's not speak of my royal side at school.
Oh, I guess a royal side is being established right now.
Wow.
Okay.
So, who is this knight in shining army like you?
Knight in shiny army!
That would be the worst army of all time. They're not camouflaging the slightest.
Meanwhile, Ghost Kitty is like, as someone who started with Gacha Studio, can confirm we're limited on color choices. Honestly, I miss a few of the outfits from Gacha Studio. They were pretty, or at least some of them were.
I bet.
I guess these ones might be included in there. Maybe that's something to do, like a different thing, like recreating outfits from Gacha Studio or something like that. Well, that'd be a really good idea. Recreating outfits from Gacha Studio and Gacha Life too.
Who is this knight in shining army?
Yes, we've already covered the shiny army thing. Yeah. He's the Prince of Hevan.
You're kidding.
You're kidding. The prince himself? Hevan from the Masters of the Universe? It's just like James, whose hair doubles up as a broom.
What? A typical anime prince.
I've never seen an anime prince that looks like that in my life, and I'm grateful for that.
You're the luckiest girl in the world.
No, she's not. She has a crush. That doesn't mean it's reciprocated. She just said she likes someone else. Anyone can like a prince.
Also, I'm gonna say anyone can like a prince. Like, maybe they're saying that the yellow girl is lucky because she's supposed to be betrothed.
But she isn't betrothed, or at least has not said that she's betrothed.
Well, we didn't know she was a royal until like episode 3, so like...
That doesn't mean we also find out that she's betrothed in the same scene. Maybe we do. Sometimes those things do go hand in hand, but like,
exactly.
She hasn't said that yet.
I know, but still.
The exact prince with the ugly hair I've had my eye on is also my love interest. I don't like that hairstyle.
I loved him ever since his sponge phase. I know.
So, what's your name?
I was wondering where my mop went once I fell into the water. Maybe some stuff shouldn't come back from this app. Anyways, back to Tomi. Tomi Midori.
Nice to meet you. I'm Taro. Izul. Izul.
See, look, they got the chests appeared. Nice to meet you, Your Highness.
We're touching.
We're touching. were touching. Anyway.
You don't have to act royal around me.
Well, good, because I'm not royal, therefore I could not act. I'm not acting royal by saying Your Highness. That's like using a royal treatment. That's not the same
I
as
could
acting
be
royal.
royal.
Okay, KW, you take over voicing the pretty pink princess.
All right.
Go ahead, girl. Take it over.
All right.
Go.
You don't have to act royal around me.
Right, sorry.
Since I am new, can you give me a tour?
Well, we kind of still have class right now because we only just got here and we're going to partner up for a project, so we can't leave yet. Or we can, sure, why not? Let's start off.
Let's start after school.
Okay. Okay, so who's partnering for the elemental projects? Okay. The day is about over. Okay, at least we had a time transition this time, so we did actually have a full lesson. Okay, now we're choosing our partners. Good thing that this wasn't forgotten. It's just for work, nothing else. Hey, Tom! Oh, okay.
Come on.
Tommy? I do like seeing tsunderes punished for their hubris in stories, I must admit.
Like,
Because...
Like, I still get the vibe that pretty pink princess here is an antagonist.
Yes, that's fine, but that's yeah, but like, pretending she's not for a second. Like, I do like when tsunderes get their comeuppance because, like, yes, a lot of the time it does come from like from an anxiety or from an inability to process a crush, and like it's a thing people seem to find adorable and blah blah blah. But on the other hand, like a lot of them are physically hurtful. This one isn't, but she also like berates and belittles and insults, and people are like, oh, well, if she does that means she likes you, and it's like, no, like that's
No, it doesn't.
we shouldn't be. I mean, even if it does, we shouldn't be encouraging that, and that shouldn't be like rewarded later by like, oh yeah, behind that facade, I know what the real you hides beneath it, and it's like eventually she lets her guard down and nah. Like, let's show that if you do treat someone like this, you are going to lose them. Even sometimes literally to the first person that walks by. It doesn't, like, there'll already be an upgrade from you. So let's have that reality check first of all. Antagonist or otherwise, I like when that happens. I wish people would stick with that more often, but yeah. The second entrance, bathroom hall, the front entrance, and this is the staircase to the roof. That's about it. Wow, 4 locations in this school.
Wow.
Impressive.
Thanks for showing me around.
It took so long, it's now sunset, even though
It was already sunset.
there were
The
4
sunset when they
locations.
started the tour.
I guess it was only 4 rooms, so it didn't take long. But also, they said like after school, they finished school when the sun's going down. Jeez. Whatever.
Wait, I have a question to ask before you leave.
I have question. Yeah.
Can you be my partner for the project?
Oh, so they didn't decide that before they left the room? I thought that was the whole idea. It sounds like one of those streams where it'd be interesting if MidoriStories remade it in his current style. He goes by he, from what I know. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Again, like I said, MidoriStories has evolved so much from this point that yes, it would be kind of interesting. And admittedly, this isn't this is like one of those stories that's like unsalvageably cringe or anything. We still have some entertaining characterization. We have like logical flaws and such, but that's like it. Just like tweak the script slightly, develop the world a bit more, use technology you have now, and yes, that would be something that would be really great to be remade.
Yes, knight in shiny army.
Exactly. Yeah, obviously get rid of that too. Did she really ask me that? She's blushing too, so she must be gorgeous. Only gorgeous people blush. That's the rule. Apparently.
Wow.
She's blushing, therefore legally she can be classified as gorgeous.
Really?
It's not like I had anyone else to go with. No one else at all. Cut to Sunshine in the corner, just like a single tear emerges. It starts raining, sad violin plays.
Yay! Thank you so much.
See you tomorrow, then. Tomorrow it is. Oh, and yeah, I
Oh
forgot
my
that.
god.
I forgot me like to do that back in the day. Even come back for me. Oh, that's right! She doesn't know the way! She doesn't know how to get back home! Oh no!
Oh my god.
She
This
is
is why
just
you
stuck
Oh,
there.
Princess. Hey, Mr. Green Knight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have questions.
Sorry, I've got to go and be Ugandan Knuckles for my childhood friend over here.
You
My
kind of
current friend.
knuckles. Do
She
you
doesn't
know
know
the way?
Exactly, she doesn't know Dewey. This was 2018 when this was made, so yeah. Mr. Green Knight, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Princess,
did.
yeah, I have. Oh, okay, sorry. I
Yeah.
realized that was one of the chats. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, it'd be great here if like the door opened and just like, oh my goodness, you came back from me. We like hear the door slide, and then, but it turns out we cut to it's actually the DL soldier who came after her. That's like the cliffhanger. There we go. She doesn't know the way. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, it's time I do things on my own. It's been 2 days of class. I need to grow up. For my sake.
Yeah, honestly, you should. So dark out
probably.
here.
Even still, she's still standing in the light. That's almost looks like because like her character is so bright, it looks like almost like the light's reflecting off of her in the scene.
Okay.
All around me are familiar faces, except there is
Except there isn't.
Everybody's gone to their own places. No directions, no directions.
Wow.
I need to get through this. I do it on my own. I need
Oh, the little girl!
I knew it!
Oh, is the little girl going through some love problems?
No, I literally don't know my way home. It's not like I'm not being like I'm not saying I'm lost without him. I literally am lost right now. I don't know where.
Which way do I go? I do not know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's save the questions for the end of the show.
Help.
Do I live it when they run for their lives?
Run for your loves.
Oh my god, go. Okay. Oh my god.
Hello,
Darkness,
darkness,
my old friend.
I've come to talk to you again.
And be a
little
little
light
light
bulb.
bulb.
I've got to grow up and evolve.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of a rhyme in time.
What is this? A magical girl villain? No, I think that's a guy.
Within the sound of darkness.
The sound
What?
of darkness.
The sound of darkness.
Hello, silence, my old friend.
Ooh, live it when they run for their lives.
Uh-huh.
It feeds my soul.
Mm-hmm. Oh, her pupils disappeared.
You're just reach for the Green Knight.
Oh, you mean you're actually gonna like, perform it for an audience this time because you like have someone that you're taking with you? Okay.
How to get over social anxiety. Step 1, a WikiHow article.
Yeah. So yeah. Once again, idea there for remake. Obviously, have the actual darkness user or whatever, the neutral party from before, actually do something. like not neutral by definition of like neutral in this series. I mean, like neutrals in he didn't take sides. Like have him actually affect the plot, and therefore that's why he backed off. But I don't know. Something choose a villain and magical girl anime. I mean, yeah, I have seen some magical girl shows. So I can attest the fact that they do just sometimes just show up out of nowhere. In fact, one of the first anime, in fact, maybe if not, maybe even the first anime I ever saw was the first iteration of Pretty Cure. And I remember that during those episodes, they would be like, living their typical slice of life day or something. And then suddenly one of the two mascots would detect something like, oh my god, I sense evil. And then everyone would faint with no warning and the villain would just show up. It's like that, the coldest transitions ever. It's like, oh my goodness, thank you. I'm so happy that I've been doing this, classic, I'm a schoolgirl with a crush or whatever. Something malignant. Boom, 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 boom. Sky darkens. Music changes. It's like, where did this come from? Ah!
Wow.
Yeah, you did come in late, and it was short at the same time. The last episode was only 5 minutes long, and this episode was 2 seconds shorter than that. So 4 minutes 58.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow.
At least these episodes, unlike a variety of the more harmful trash that we've seen, at least gives us, the short but sweet treatment. It's fun, but we don't have to subject ourselves to it for too long.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Exactly. I'm probably going to double up the episodes more in the future because, like, next time we've got the shortest one ever, which is 4 minutes and 3, and the rest of them are like maximum 9. Episode 11 is 9.
Unlike FAFSA, where the episodes are pretty long.
Yeah.
Because FAFSA, I like it sometimes, but I also hate it with a burning passion.
Oh my goodness! But I'm also looking in here at like some of the comments. People are saying, "No, Sunshine and Tomi forever," and then I think it should be Tomi X Sunshine, and those happen to be the ones that Midori has hearted. So I think that there is a preference there. So unfortunately, my personal bias towards Tsundere's actually getting what they deserve will be short-lived. But I was expecting that. At least for a little bit, she got a taste of her own medicine, and then also kidnapped. So yeah, fine, she suffered enough.
I don't get it. There's been like a very short. Has the Chad with the voice I've given him? Because what is that voice? Sounds like a character straight out of a parody. Why is he kidnapping her? They spend not that many scenes together, and he also hasn't.
Because she's bait. She's bait for the Green Knight. She's bait for Tomi.
I know, but is he sure that her and Tomi even know each other?
Yeah.
You might want to say that again. Oh, his microphone has faded out.
Oh my god, what is up with his mic? They're like,
yeah, it's switched out. It's switched out, but it's back to normal now. It tells you when that happens. So yeah, I think I was saying he seems to know a lot about Tomi for some reason. Like he's like gathered intel on him. Like beforehand, it seemed like it was a random attack, but yeah, maybe Jet. What was his name? It was. I forgot what his last name was, but maybe Jet was onto something where it's like, oh yeah, now the DL soldier's going to come after you specifically. I wonder why he actually even knows that.
Now that you randomly assigned yourself as the Green Knight.
Yeah, how does the DL soldier know about Tomi, and how does Jet know about the DL soldier? They seem to all be able to keep tabs on each other without much going on, and I like that not everything was explained. It was like a huge like narrator moment or anything. It was just I forgot. It was just like some of the stuff is like revealed organically or during a lesson time, so it like allows a little bit of mystery to it. But at the same time, a little bit more of an answer for some stuff might be appreciated. Not everything, but at least a few things. Can I make another poll about what fun trash should be reviewed next? Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, I forgot to read this out. Also, this thing's give me some inspiration. I work on a story plan. It's a bit of magical girl stories. I mean, that's just the pops, isn't it? I mean, you're already doing one of those. You're already doing a pop series.
If you want to do a Magical Girls series, I will totally watch Agoski and react to it.
Oh, same here.
Wait, tell
I
me
probably would anyway.
I thought it was a misspelling of Tommy. No, it's
Well,
Tommy.
it might be. It might be a misspelling of Tommy, but it's pronounced Tommy the way that it's read. So until confirmed otherwise.
I was about to say that would also make his name Tommy Midori. He's green.
Yeah, but
Tommy's
green.
We
already caught on to that. Yeah, like MidoriStories is also the name of the channel. Green's been a consistent color there, so yeah, definitely knows about that. Okay, but yeah, as far as the actual episodes go, again, still absolutely definitely fun trash. Logic is still all over the place, but at least it has elements of mystery, and the characters are still very enjoyable to be around.
Yeah, it has an interesting concept.
Yeah, I see like all these comments from people like, oh, how do you only have, I think someone said, how do you have only 6.1 thousand subscribers at this point, which is what Midori had at the time of upload, I'm guessing. And it's like, you see people talk about like how underrated stuff is, or like, you know, their excitement for the series. And for once, I can actually see where they're coming from in this. Like, clearly, even before the technical know-how was applied, Midori still had at least some abilities in terms of making something enjoyable. Probably born out of like several different anime tropes, as I discussed originally, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. At least not this time. You speak the tropes appropriately.
I have myself in Monster Compendium oodles and oodles of anime tropes. That's because I enjoy the trope.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to discover what tropes I can find.
Don't you?
Yeah.
I was going to swear.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry, you will. There we go. All right. Reminds me of how when I watched the old Judgment review, while the character designs reminded me of Deku. That was that was a while ago, but I can imagine. And yes, I can say that Blackjack, who made Judgment, was also very heavily inspired by anime. So potentially, I mean, you also did see that some of the characters in here remind us of certain anime or pseudo anime or whatever it may have been.
Yeah, I was about to say, in the sea of anime original character designs, at least a few of them are going to look very similar. I'm pretty sure even Ulrich has a body double somewhere.
I'm sure that Luname probably for Gacha Studio took a lot of inspiration. Therefore, that probably was evident in the designs people were able to make around this time anyway.
Yeah, such as one hair that looks like it's straight up stolen from the head of Delarobia.
Oh well, yes, that's persisted until this very day. But
that has persisted.
I know you guys amazing world too. Sadly, you just appeared at the end of a stream.
Yeah, wrapping up our final thoughts right now. We did episode 3 as well, so I'm gonna add the title after this.
Yeah, so I was gonna say like the Princess Tiara's outfit is actually not too bad. I don't necessarily hate it. It could have been improved upon, but I don't despise it or anything like that. It was a nice round colors of like pink and white and shading here or there. The story also has an interesting costume and everything. Just some like the grammar and some stuff are just out there and everything like that. I don't really necessarily like, but honestly, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Also, the music and the transitions. Yeah. I enjoyed seeing those, and actually, again, the passage of time being acknowledged in some way. And like episode 1, where it was like jumped all the way over the place. I was like, wow, the day has gone by so quickly. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I also like the ending where like the bad guy used like some sort of like electricity power thing. That's what I'm gonna call it. Like that was pretty cool special effect.
Oh yeah, true. Because that would not have been in like the program. So that would have to be like an external effect. probably one of the first external effects that there was in
Yeah.
in a Gacha video. See, already Midori is innovating. We're seeing the evolution actually happen. I was kind of anticipating that with the Green Knight the way that it is, that the next series, Not Your Average Girl, the one that I actually started watching on Midori's channel, one that was recommended to me like way back in the day, would have been like the like an immediate like stark jump. But now I guess maybe it's sort of like a slow burn evolution, maybe.
Yeah,
Which I guess, considering these episodes are only 5 minutes long, that could be the ideal time to do so. Like, throw in a couple of things here and there, and that's all you would really need.
You know,
to test your limits.
as opposed to me, who accidentally stumbled into this fandom and was like, yes, this isn't the greatest time to spend an eternity creating my magnum opus.
That's a ghosty. I did the exact same thing, not the magnum opus part, but like that's how the Musen Girl came apart. It's like, oh wow, you can do this thing that Aphmau has done, like to this caliber. Okay, I'm gonna immediately for my first show, do something that I don't think anyone else had done at that point. Just like get a bunch of voice actors, make an entire script, and also train myself in keyframing and camera angles immediately without testing. Yeah, it's like without testing. That was the test. Mutant Girl was the test. And then I just kept writing for it forever. So yeah, I get that. So
sometimes that happens. You accidentally stumble into your flagship series.
Yep. Yeah, you
it's
do.
Like, yep, I started writing for this thing. Now I'm stuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially because I don't have time to make other shows at the same time. But yeah. Oh well, at least it's a fun story to do anyway. I remember because after rewatching the Judgment review, wanting the Wonder Gacha review, Wonder Gacha, that's not what we're going to return to. That's another fun trash thing. I'll put that on the poll.
Ooh.
I left a good old-fashioned review comment. Oh, you might not like Wonder Gacha that much, KW, because it starts off unique and then veers into more and more miraculous.
Oh, I was about to say, at least it won't be as bad as Sapphire Wings, which started out original and then immediately took a right turn into copying Aphmau's homework.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, we've seen worse. We've seen worse.
Yeah, we've seen our fair share of terrible adaptations. But okay, so I left. Well, actually, you know what? When I first watched Wonder Gacha and recorded the original reviews that didn't come out, I had not seen any miraculous yet, apart from like one episode, which happened to be like the prequel episode where like the origins one. So I knew the general premise and how they came to be, and that was it, nothing else. So Aiden was there just like trashing the whole thing. It was like, I have no clue what you're on about, but now there's just been lost to time, and I have the knowledge, so that'd be interesting to return to. Anyways, let's go back to review comment on them. I do review comments when I miss a Streamlabs review. I have noticed that, yeah. Because I does not reply to those because I have to like formulate replies to like everything that you mentioned, but they are fun to read at the very least.
Yay!
All right. Well, I think that is it for now. So we'll park MidoriStories again. Maybe not for 2 months this time, but for a while. And I guess I'll come up with some fun trash ideas. You know what? Leave some comments on this video of fun trash that you want us to like go back to, and then I'll put them in a poll for the community tab. That's how we can do this.
You know, or you can suggest some new fun trash that we haven't seen before.
That is another good idea. Yeah. Okay. They've jumped off a roof because of a guy, I believe. Oh yes, that did happen. It wasn't good to begin with, but because of the adaptation side of things, I didn't think everyone was going to enjoy it for that reason. But yeah, like the story itself was also garbage. I'm not denying that. Yeah, it's one of those. It's like, oh, you know, it uses live 2D, and it's one of those episodes that focuses a lot on the visuals and not so much on the story. And like I've always said, if you have one or not the other, if you have to choose between visuals and story, always pick story. I mean, look at the Green Knight, for example. It's not perfect. It's very technically primitive, but it's still fun. And that's what. Yeah.
and also ponies.
Oh, well, I don't think you picked either in that situation. Because I'm not sure. Hello, my name is Yellow Flower. I'm not sure if the
Shush.
story was exactly the most thought out either. But
Okay, well, hey, the concept is there. That's all I'm saying.
that is true. I did love the concept of, and like and the world building. I love the world building of it too. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And yes, it was a set mix of that. Yeah, like I said, it was live 2D. Found it on Gacha Tube at one point, and yeah, it was something interesting. But I look forward to finally seeing that stone heart that I never actually got to see originally. Okay, yeah, all right. I'll put that on, leave the comments on just some other stuff. But of course, what I'll do that also, please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. Got it on already.
Bye-bye.
On that note, until next time, farewell.